Hello. I'm going to lead you through completing the book matching survey for those of you that are interested in doing this. And the book matching survey is only for students at my school, and also it can be for the parents or guardians of those students, but primarily it's for those students. If anyone's looking at the book matching survey to get ideas, you can certainly look it over and revise and use it for your students at your school, or even people that you may serve at your public library. But this is only for the students at my school to complete. So first things first, I would like to know the grade level of the students. It helps me determine some of the books and the age levels appropriate for the students at our middle school. And then also, number 2 asks, what type of movies do the students enjoy? So this helps me focus, because there are some people that are not into reading. So even if they're not into books, then there might be people that are into, and I might actually change this to TV shows and or movies, because there's always a movie or a TV show that people like, and then that helps me think of the books that might be of interest for those students. Next, number 3, type of book. So if there are people that are into reading, then this question helps lead me to the different genres that might appeal to the students, and then I can focus on the specific type of book or title that might be of interest to the students and or parents that complete this. 4, what do you like to do for fun? What are your hobbies? So for example, play basketball, play Pokemon, dance, etc. So this question is really good for me because this leads me to any nonfiction titles that might be of interest to students. So for example, if someone says they're into basketball, then I might suggest a book that shows them how to play basketball, or the history of basketball, or even a biography about a basketball player. So that's always a good question to ask, because it helps lead to different types of books that might be of interest to the students and or parents. Number 5, career choice. What career would you like to have in the future? So especially for students, this question is key, because if I have a student that says that they're into accounting, or if they think that they want to be a model, then I might suggest a book that shows a person who is a model, whether it's a fictional title and it has a main character who's a model, or a nonfiction book that talks about modeling careers or careers in the fashion industry. So that question is always a good question to find a book suggestion or a title for a student. Next, what method do you prefer when reading books? So this question I originally had on my first version of this survey, and this helped me to determine whether or not I should focus on ebooks for the students or an audio book, etc. Because this book matching survey, the revised one, is only for students who are looking for books that they can read that are ebooks or online books. I decided to go ahead and keep it anyway, because there might be an audio book that I can suggest, or there might be a book. If you see right here, it says using my finger to read the words. If there is someone that likes to read the book using their finger, then I might suggest an audio book that's an interactive audiobook that highlights the words as they're being read. So I think that's a really cool question to ask, because not everybody likes to read the same way. Same for music in the background. We have different types of ebooks in our library collection. So the ebooks that we have regular ebooks where they read to the student, and they're a little generic in how they sound when they read to the students. Sounds like a computer. Some people are like, And then some ebooks don't read aloud. You just have it online and you read it to yourself. And then there's other ebooks that are interactive. So by that, what I mean is they have music when you start the book, and it's exciting and it sets the mood for the book. You're like, wow, I can't wait to read it. And then also when they're reading the book, there might be music in the background to highlight the mood of what they're talking about within the book, and it might be more engaging. So that always just helps. That's a great question to ask when you're trying to find a book that might be of interest to your students. Second to last question. As a BCPS student, do you know that you can access books through BCPS with your student ID number? And I'm actually going to change that. It's going to say through BCPL. So Baltimore County Public Library has a partnership with Baltimore County Public Schools, where students can use their student ID number to access books that way. And I added this question today because I thought to myself, it seems as though there aren't a lot of students that know that. So then that's going to lead me to creating another video specific to our school where I show the students how they can access their student ID number to use the BCPL online to get more books that are ebooks that they can, listen to that way at home on their cell phone, etc. So if you're a librarian in a public library or a school librarian, if you have such a partnership, and hey, maybe if you don't, then consider doing it, because it's really important for us here in Baltimore County to have this as a way for students to have more access to books. It helps lessen the gap to reading. The last thing that I put on here, I added that today as well. Give your first initial and last name if you would like for me to contact you and or your parents or guardians through Schoology. So I added this because originally this was a survey that I did in the school, and the teachers would give it back to me and it had the student's name, and I knew what mod to go to, and it wasn't something that was public. And this isn't public, this is only for me, but still, I want to be able to contact the students if they would like for me to contact them or their parents to give them specific information about what I find for matches. If they don't put this, then my idea is on Schoology, maybe once a week or even twice a week or every day, I don't know. I will suggest, okay, a student that's interested in, if you're interested in wrestling, then here are some ebooks that are for you. So I just thought of that. I actually might start doing that. And my video is getting longer than I expected, so I'm going to end there. If you have any other ideas or suggestions for what we could do for the book matching survey, please share that. I try to make it pretty easy for the students to complete so it doesn't take up too much time. But there you go. So enjoy. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you.